Hi, and welcome to the Pop Quest Final. Not only will the winner of the show today win this lovely gold trophy award, but also have the choice of these fabulous prizes like pianos, there's acoustic and electric guitars, hi-fi equipment, radios, and many more.
Nobody, however, will go away empty-handed, as the runner-up will win a fabulous silver trophy and £50 worth of record tokens, and the other two finalists will win a silver 45 and £20 worth of record tokens. So let's today welcome and wish good luck to our four finalists. First of all, we welcome back Miller Robertson from Grangemouth in Stirlingshire, who's 16. Hello, Miller. Our second competitor is Stephen Williams from Liverpool, who's 16. Thirdly, we welcome back from Blackpool in Lancashire, 17-year-old Moz Morris. And our last contestant from London is 17 and is Bob Ballard. Hello, Bob, and welcome back.
Thank you. Well, today's show is a little different, to say the least. But just to make everybody feel right at home and at ease, we're going to start, as usual, with some climbers. Sally?
What was the name of the first single issued in June 1963 by the Rolling Stones? Miller.
Come on.
That's right, 2 points, Miller.
Can you name two out of the three artists that you're looking at now? Stephen?
Joni Mitchell, Graham Nash.
That's good. That's good. Because you could have had Crosby, Stills, Nash Young, and Joni Mitchell. But you got the correct two. That's 2 points.
Right, this is a sound question. Right, in 1964, a US and UK hit, Tobacco Road. What was the name of the... Bob?
Nashville Teens.
Well interrupted, yes.
What year was Neil Young's Heart of Gold a top 10? Miller?
1972.
That's correct. A UK hit in 72, so you've got yourself another 2 points.
With the exception of the Beatles, this band was Britain's most consistently... Moz?
Hollies.
That wasn't going to be the question, Moz. See if somebody else can get it for 1 point. They were Britain's most consistently successful chart act. They formed in 1963, but where? Yes, Miller?
Manchester.
That's right, for 1 point.
Listen, because we've got two tracks that have been edited together. Both versions were top 20 hits within 2 months of each other. Stephen?
Marmalade and the Bedrocks.
Congratulations for 2 points. Who were the artists was the question, and you interrupted and gave me the answer.
Right, at the end of climbers, we've got Miller in the lead with 5, Stephen just behind with 4, Bob has 2, and Moz is yet to score. But this is where things start to get slightly different. So, Kid, will you please explain?
Well, it's top 10 time again, but we start off by asking an open question. And the first person on the buzzer with the correct answer gets first chance at the board. Today's subjects are a little different, and each one carries 5 questions, valued at 2 points each, giving a possible 10, except for number 1, which we've called hit or miss. It can earn you 20 points, but only if you answer all 5 questions correctly. 1 wrong, and you don't get any. So here's the question to decide who has the first choice. Who had UK hits with Papa Joe and Miller?
The Sweet.
That's right. Miller, that means that you're the lucky one to go first on the board. And it's your selection.
Could I have 6, please?
Number 6, rock and roll. You've got 5 questions, 2 points per question. Good luck. What was the name of Danny and the Juniors' first #1 single in the US? It reached number 3 in the UK in 1958.
At the Hop.
That's good for 2 points. In the early 60s, Joey D had American and UK hits, including Shout and Peppermint Twist. What was the name of his backing group?
Starlighter.
That's good, too, for 2 points. He was known as Britain's first rock and roll singer. His real name was Thomas Hicks. Born in Bermondsey in 1936, December the 17th. Who is he?
Tommy Steele.
That's good. What was the name of the legendary BBC TV teenage music show hosted by Pete Murray and shown in the early evening on Saturday?
6-5 Special.
Terrific. One more question. Shawadi Wadi are currently leaders in rock and roll and generally on the revival scene altogether. Which commercial TV program first brought them to the public eye?
New Faces.
Great. You've got 10 points.
Miller got the maximum 10 out of 10 there, which brings his score up to 15. But now it's my turn to ask an open question to decide who has the next choice on the board. Here's the question. In the summertime was a 1970... Moz?
Mungo Jerry.
That's well anticipated. I was going to say a 1970 number one for which band? OK, Moz, what selection would you like to make?
British rock, please.
British rock, that's number 4. Kid's going to hand me the questions. Thank you. Right, your first question, Moz. Born in Glasgow, got together with Robin Trower and Clive Bunker for short-lived band Jude, signed solo contract with Chrysalis Records in 1972, became featured vocalist with Brinsley Schwartz, Bees Make Honey and Ducks Deluxe. In 1975, formed own band with Henry McCulloch, Mike Weaver, Chrissy Stewart and Stu Perry. Albums include Once in a Blue Moon and High Life. Who is he?
Jim Dewar.
No, I'm sorry, Moz, it's not. It was Frankie Miller, in fact. Next question. Born in Paris in 1928, played jazz in the 40s and 50s with Chris Barber and Cyril Davis, formed Blues Incorporated in 1961 with Cyril Davis. In 1970, formed CCS with John Cameron, Peter Thurop and Mickey Most. He is currently an in-demand voice for many TV and radio commercials.
Lexis Corner.
That's right. 2 points there, Moz. Can you name 2 of the original members of Humble Pie formed in 1968?
Greg Ridley and Peter Frampton.
Yes, you could have had Steve Marriott and Jerry Shirley as well. A Sheffield-born guitar man, having worked with Nucleus, Jack Bruce Band, Donovan and Sharks, amongst others, recently had a British hit single in his own right. Who is he?
Chris Spedding.
Well done, Moz. Another 2 points. George Harrison's first solo album after his split with the Beatles was All Things Must Pass. Which famous American record producer produced this album?
Phil Spector.
Absolutely right. You've got 8 points in that section, Moz. Well, that's 2 of today's finalists through the ordeal of the top 10, and we'll leave it there for our album track, at the end of which we'll be asking 4 questions, and it'll be the quickest on the buzzer for 2 points. So let's go back to 1968 with the Rolling Stones.
Fantastic Rolling Stones. 4 questions up for grabs. In what year was Jumpin' Jack Flash a Stephen, you interrupted?
1968.
1968, correct for 2 points. In 1969, Jagger went to Australia to work on his first movie. Moz.
Ned Kelly.
That's what the film was called. What is the Stones' current album? Moz.
Oh, Black and Blue.
That's correct for 2 points. Finally, Bill Wyman has recorded 2 solo albums. Yes, Miller.
Monkey Grip.
Monkey Grip was the title of one of them, and that was all I needed. Stone Alone was the other one, but you've got yourself 2 points. Well, the scores really don't mean too much right now because Stephen and Bob have yet to select a number from the top 10. So it's over to you 2 only to answer this to see who goes first on the top 10 board. With what song did ABBA win the Eurovision Song Contest, Stephen?
Waterloo.
That's correct. What number would you like from the board?
Number 7, please.
Number 7, chart facts. 5 more questions with a value of 2 points per question. For the whole month of August in 1970,